You know that crispy Korean seaweed you eat straight from the package? Yes, it turns out that it doesn't magically appear like a snack sent from heaven. It comes from giant ocean farms, robot-powered factories, and conveyor belts that move faster than your last situationship. Welcome to my place, Factory Boy here, where we take you inside South Korea's seaweed industry, from sheets of labor pulled straight from the ocean to being blasted, toasted, seasoned, and packaged with military-level efficiency. The first step in creating seaweed products in a factory is harvesting the raw material from the ocean or through aquaculture. There are two primary methods of harvesting seaweed. Wild harvesting refers to collecting seaweed from natural marine environments. Specialized vessels or divers are sent out to harvest mature seaweed. The key steps in this process are: first, locating seaweed beds. Wild seaweed grows in specific coastal regions that are rich in nutrients and sunlight. Marine biologists or field experts locate these beds using GPS and oceanographic data. Second is the manual or mechanical harvesting method. Manual harvesting involves hand-picking the seaweed, while mechanical harvesting utilizes specialized equipment such as cutters, rakes, or boats equipped with harvesting machines to remove the seaweed. Wild harvesting must be done responsibly to avoid damaging ecosystems. Regulations are often in place to ensure that the seaweed population remains sustainable. Seaweed farming aquaculture involves cultivating seaweed in controlled environments. This process allows for more efficient and sustainable production of seaweed compared to wild harvesting. The farming process includes: first to consider is site selection. Seaweed farms are typically set up in coastal areas, often with calm waters and nutrient-rich conditions. The farm's location must be carefully chosen to prevent damage from storms or excessive pollution. Next one, seeding and growth. Seaweed farming starts by attaching seaweed spores or small plants to long ropes or nets. These ropes are suspended in the water, allowing the seaweed to grow naturally over several months. Lastly, and most important, is the harvesting. When the seaweed reaches the desired size, it is harvested, usually using boats with cranes or specialized equipment that cut or pull the seaweed from the ropes. Step 2. Seaweed processing. Once harvested, the seaweed is brought to the factory for processing. The processing stage is crucial in ensuring the seaweed's quality and transforming it into a final product that meets industry standards. Initial cleaning. Freshly harvested seaweed often contains sand, debris, and other impurities from the ocean. The first step in the processing plant involves thoroughly washing the seaweed in clean water to remove these impurities. Mechanical washing. Large-scale factories use mechanical systems, such as rotating drums or conveyors, to wash and clean the seaweed. This process ensures that each batch is free of unwanted materials such as salt, algae, and organic matter. Drying. Drying is an essential step in preserving seaweed, preventing microbial growth, and ensuring long shelf life. There are several methods of drying, depending on the desired end product. Sun drying. In some regions, seaweed is laid out in the sun on large drying racks. This method is often used for lower-quality seaweed and is most effective in hot, dry climates. Mechanical drying. More common in industrial settings, mechanical drying uses ovens or dehydrators to remove moisture from the seaweed quickly and efficiently. The temperature, airflow, and duration are carefully controlled to prevent the loss of nutrients and preserve color. Freeze drying is a high-tech method that involves freezing the seaweed and then removing the water through sublimation. This method is typically used for premium products, as it preserves the seaweed's structure, flavor, and nutrients. Vacuum drying. In some factories, vacuum dryers are used to remove moisture at low temperatures, which helps preserve the seaweed's chemical composition, especially when producing high-value products like seaweed for cosmetics or food. Grinding and milling. Once the seaweed is dried, it may be ground or milled depending on the final product. Grinding involves crushing the dried seaweed into smaller particles, either for use as a powder or to be mixed into other products. Common milling methods include hammer mills. A hammer mill uses rotating blades to crush the seaweed into a fine powder. This powder is used in the production of supplements, extracts, or as an ingredient in food. Roller mills can be used for coarser grinding, which is often used when the seaweed is intended for use in food or as a base for other industrial applications. Step 3. Quality control. In a seaweed factory, ensuring consistent quality is essential. Factory managers conduct several quality control control checks during and after the processing steps to ensure that the final product meets both regulatory standards and customer expectations. These checks may include moisture content. Seaweed is tested for moisture content to ensure it has been properly dried and will not spoil during storage or shipping. Nutrient analysis. Labs test for the presence of beneficial nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to confirm the seaweed's health benefits. Microbial testing. Seaweed is tested for bacteria, molds, and other contaminants to prevent health risks. Sensory evaluation. Samples of seaweed are tested for color, texture, and taste to ensure that they meet customer expectations. Packaging quality. Packaging is also inspected for durability, tamper evidence, and proper labeling. Once the seaweed has been processed and passed quality control, it is ready for packaging. The packaging process is essential for maintaining the quality and freshness of the product. Plastic packaging. In the case of dried seaweed snacks, plastic bags or containers are commonly used. These materials must be moisture resistant and secure to preserve the product's freshness. Vacuum sealing. For long-term storage, especially in products like seaweed powder or seaweed for industrial use, vacuum sealing helps remove air and prevent moisture from affecting the product. Eco-friendly options. With growing environmental concerns, many factories now opt for eco-friendly packaging made from biodegradable materials. Labeling. The labeling process includes placing the correct product information on the packaging. This includes nutritional information. For edible products, nutritional content, for example, calories, vitamins, minerals, is listed. Ingredient list. If the seaweed is part of a mix, the ingredient list is carefully detailed. Distribution, shipping. After packaging, the seaweed products are ready for distribution. Factories generally partner with logistics companies to ship their products to retail outlets, customers, or wholesalers. The factory needs to ensure that the products remain within acceptable temperature and humidity ranges during transport to avoid quality degradation. The seaweed production process generates waste in various forms, including water waste, unused plant material, and packaging waste. Many factories implement systems to handle these byproducts in an eco-friendly manner. Wastewater treatment. Water used in the washing and processing stages is treated to remove contaminants before being released back into the environment. Composting and recycling. Unused seaweed material can be composted for use as organic fertilizer, while packaging waste is recycled wherever possible. Sustainable practices. Many seaweed factories focus on sustainability, aiming to reduce their carbon footprint, use renewable energy, and adopt waste reduction strategies. The factory process of creating seaweed involves a series of detailed steps, each of which requires precision and attention to quality. From harvesting in the ocean to transforming raw seaweed into a product that is ready for market, the process is both labor-intensive and complex. However, with the growing demand for seaweed products, especially those that are health-conscious, sustainable, and eco-friendly, the industry continues to innovate and expand. Understanding the factory process behind seaweed production offers valuable insight into the careful management and dedication required to bring this versatile and beneficial product to the global market. If you enjoyed learning about the fascinating process behind seaweed production, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an in-depth look into the world of factories and industrial processes. Want to dive deeper into how other products are made? Drop a comment below with your suggestions and let me know what factory process you want to explore next. Let's keep unraveling the secrets behind your favorite products right here on Factory Boy. Stay curious, stay informed.